Even with bitter cold temperatures we've seen over the past week, not all lakes and ponds are completely frozen. Over the weekend, 2 men fell through the ice on Lake Quinsigamond. Now first responders are warning people to stay off the ice. Our Brittany Schaefer has more.
You may think with the recent cold spell that the ice is thick enough, but the Worcester Fire Department is saying otherwise. They're warning residents to not go out on the ice. Currently, I'm in front of Indian Lake here, which is similar to Lake Quinsigamond, where officials say the big body of water has a lot of moving water and it's difficult for it to fully freeze. The Worcester Fire Department is warning residents to stay off the ice after 2 men fell into frigid waters at Lake Quinsigamond.
What happens, unfortunately, in those kind of situations, the person falls through, and of course the water is warmer than the ice, so it splashes warmer water on the ice. It'll start melting all around there. That small ice hole becomes a larger area.
Neighbors rushed into a kayak to paddle out and help save the victims until first responders arrived.
Came out, there's a kayak over there, grabbed a kayak and some rope and ran out there, but I had no grip once I got out there, so they were just pulling me as I was trying to pull them.
Lieutenant John Franco says this was the first time in years someone has fallen through the ice, but they do have the proper equipment and are always ready.
He'll start pulling up. Tony will push him up on the ice shelf, and then we'll slide all the way to the shore.
The city's Department of Parks and Recreation only allows skating at Elm and University Park. They test the ice every week and say even with these cold temperatures, it's still not safe to walk on.
We test on a regular basis for ice thickness. All other facilities are off limits.
The ice was 1.5 inches when they tested last week and say they look for about 6 inches in thickness before opening the ponds.
A couple of inches are usually pretty good for general use, a couple of people, but for us it's 6, and again, we're setting it up for the maximum load that we may be able to anticipate. It's still not safe to be on the ice, as you can see with the Lake Quinsigamond issue this past weekend.
Franco says the 2 men who fell through the ice are lucky to be alive.
As lucky as you can be. They should play Powerball this week. It's hard to maintain your body temperature. They only had a few more minutes left. If those 2 guys weren't there, I don't think they would have made it on the ice shelf by the time we got dressed and get out there. We've been really close.
Now, the Department of Public Works says University and Elm Park should open in the next few weeks if the temperatures remain this cold. At Indian Lake, Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.